All right, so on May 28th, 2025, Tempus AI saw its stock plunge more than 19% in a single day. The trigger was a short report from Spruce Point Capital, which is an investment firm well known for targeting overhyped or overvalued companies. Okay, the report issued a strong sell rating on Tempest and raised serious concerns over its revenue model, its management history, and questionable billing practices. And for a company branded as an AI driven healthcare leader, the report casts major doubts on whether Tempest is delivering results that match the hype. So let's talk about this issue. First of all, we have previously touched on this in earnings coverage before, but let's quickly review the company itself. Tempus AI is a health tech company based in Chicago, founded by Eric Lefosky, best known as the co-founder of Groupon. He now serves as CEO of Tempus, which provides precision medicine services, including genomic testing, clinical trial matching, and data platforms for hospitals and pharmaceutical companies. More recently, Tempus has repositioned itself as an AI-focused company, especially after its IPO, drawing strong investor interest thanks to its branding around cutting-edge healthcare technology. Now, Spruce Point's report raises skepticism across multiple areas of Tempus business. And here are the three major concerns. First of all, it calls out the surprisingly small revenue contribution from AI. In 2024, Tempus generated roughly 693 million USD in total revenue, yet only 12.4 million dollars, which is around 2% only, came from AI related products or services. And that's a massive gap between the AI narrative and the actual financials, right? And the report argues that the company may be using AI more as a branding tool than a true revenue engine. Second, there are questions about the CEO's track record. The report points out that Eric Lefosky has been involved in several companies in the past that face accounting issues like stock crashes or shareholder losses. The concern here is that history may repeat itself, especially with the current lofty valuation being driven more by future promises than present performance. Third, the report accuses Tempus of exploiting Medicare billing code 81479, which is an unlisted code often associated with minimal regulatory oversight. And this code is typically used for genetic tests, and overuse of it could indicate excessive billing or services that aren't medically necessary. So, if true, this could expose the company to audits, legal risk, or regulatory crackdowns. Now, one major allegation is that Tempus is engaging in a round-tripping scheme involving its joint venture with Japan's SoftBank. Okay, so beyond these 3 points, the report dives even deeper. This involves allegedly routing money through the JV joint venture and back to Tempus to artificially inflate revenue. And if true, this wouldn't just be aggressive accounting, it could actually border on financial fraud. The report also claims that partnerships with major players like AstraZeneca and Pathos AI are weakening behind the scenes, even though they're still being touted as in press releases. So that would suggest pressure in Tempus's core revenue pipelines. Also, it warns that Tempus's core business business lines, genomics and data, have already begun to slow. Recent downward revisions in financial guidance are cited as proof of underlying weakness. Now, immediately after the report was published, Tempus AI shares dropped over 19%, closing at 53.2 US dollars. But the next day, the market just opened, right? And it is actually rising, so it's recovering by 4% rise. But now, after the report was released, understandably, it crashed. And that translates to billions of dollars in lost market cap in just one trading day, which is proof that the market is taking the allegations pretty seriously. Some believe institutional investors may have started trimming positions as a risk management move, while retail investors may have panic sold. And sharp single day drops like this often signal more volatility ahead. Interestingly, TEM saw a modest 3% rebound in after hours trading, and it led to this recovery in the regular trading hours just now. So we'll have to see if that continues. But Tempus has yet to issue an official response to the report, so the market remains in wait and see mode. Now, Spruce Point, for its part, believes that the stock could fall another 50 to 60% over time, citing structural weaknesses and the potential for continued underperformance. Much of Tempus's valuation hinges on its perceived long-term potential in AI-driven healthcare. But if that AI revenue is overhyped, or worse, a branding mirage, the stock could undergo a major revaluation. And combine that with concerns over management credibility, potential legal risk from billing practices, and softening performance in core businesses, and you have got a cocktail of long-term pressure on the stock. To be clear, of course, the short report is not necessarily infallible. And yes, short sellers have a financial incentive to drive the stock price down. But the fact that such serious allegations were raised and that they struck a nerve in the market is something investors should not ignore. So, what should you watch now? Whether Tempest issues a formal response and what their response looks like, and whether AI revenue improves meaningfully in the next few quarters, and whether regulators begin investigating the billing code allegations. We'll have to see. What else? And whether analysts revise their price targets or downgrade the stock. Okay, Tempus AI for sure once stood as a promising blend of healthcare and AI, and it may still so. Two of the most powerful narratives in tech investing currently. And it's true, the company has posted strong growth in a field that matters. But when a company's story starts to stray from its numbers, a reality check often follows. So if you're an investor, don't just buy into the story, look at the core fundamentals, scrutinize the leadership, and track the real drivers of revenue. A cautious, data-driven approach is more important now than ever, right? So with that, I'll wrap it up. If you have any details that you'd like to add to this information, please do so by leaving comments and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace, love.